Namaskar and welcome. I'm Varsha Venugopal and you're watching KATV India. Today we bring you a story that directly connects India, Pakistan and the United States, and at the center of it all, President Donald Trump. Trump recently made some very bold statements. He said that India and Pakistan were on the verge of a nuclear war and that he personally stopped it. He also called Prime Minister Narendra Modi a very terrific man. But here's where things get interesting. While Trump is busy claiming credit for peace between India and Pakistan, he's also facing questions of hypocrisy. On one side, he threatens India with tariffs, and on the other side, he secretly discusses business deals with Russia, the same Russia from which America asked India to stop buying crude oil. Let's break this down. Donald Trump told his cabinet that back in 2019, when India and Pakistan had tension standoff, he personally spoke to both sides. He said, "I was talking to a very terrific man, Prime Minister Modi of India, and then I was talking to Pakistan. The hatred was tremendous. They were going to end up in a nuclear war. I told them, I repeat, I told them, no trade deal, no nothing. If you continue within 5 hours, it was done." Trump even further, he claimed that 7 fighter jets had been shot down in the clashes, that India and Pakistan had been fighting for hundreds of years under different names, and that only his tariff threats stopped the situation from turning into a war. Now here's the reality. India has officially dismissed these claims. New Delhi has clarified multiple times that the ceasefire understanding with Pakistan was achieved directly between the two militaries through talks between the Director General of Military Operations, DGMO. Trump's version sounds more like an exaggeration where he takes full credit for events where India itself managed the crisis. Now this is where Trump's double standards become clear. After all this tough talk against India, Trump went on to increase tariffs on Indian goods by 25%, raising the total burden to almost 50%. In fact, just a day before these tariffs, Prime Minister Narendra Modi responded by pushing for Swadeshi and Made in India. He said that irrespective of foreign investment, production must happen in India with Indian workers, sweat and effort. So, while Trump is busy giving himself credit for Indian-Pakistan peace, he is also making life tougher for Indian businesses by slapping heavy tariffs. But that's not the end of it. While Trump is warning India against buying crude oil from Russia, new reports reveal that his own administration held backroom talks with Moscow. Yeah, you heard it right. These talks included possible deals for ExxonMobil to re-enter Russian energy projects, discussion on Russian buying US equipment for its LNG gas projects, even ideas of the US purchasing nuclear-powered icebreakers from Russia. In simple words, the US was secretly exploring business with Russia. At the same time, it was pressurizing India to cut ties with Moscow. This raises a simple question. Why is it wrong when India buys Russian oil but okay when the US itself negotiates trade with Russia? So here's where we end. On one side, Donald Trump calls Prime Minister Modi a terrific man and claims he personally saved India and Pakistan from nuclear war. On the other side, he hurts Indian trade with heavy tariffs while simultaneously trying to strike deals with Russia, the very country from which India was told not to buy oil. This is what we call Trump's hypocrisy in global politics. For India, the lesson is clear. Nations must prioritize their own interests because global powers often say one thing and do another. Thank you for watching. That's all for today. You're watching KATV India.